One thing that's really freeing about getting older is that you kind of just accept defeat. When I was 25, I was like, I need to get my life together. And now that I'm 30, I'm like, no. If anything, I'm going to start drinking more, trying less. I don't care. I've done a couple things. I've had a good life. I've had a life.
Oh, she sure has had a good life, guys. You don't need to say no more. She's went through a lot of chads, but now that she's hit the wall, oh, now that I'm 30, famous last words, she's going already to buy the boxed wine and the cat litter. So invest, guys, in boxed wine and cat litter. You'll become a millionaire. This is not a scam. This is a real deal. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Without further ado, I have to cover, guys, the biggest news of the century, probably of the millennium as well, right? But if you, in case you haven't heard, guys, Taylor Swift got engaged. I know, right? It's just crazy. Is what someone whose life is pathetic will say. Now, I couldn't give less of a shit about it, but women apparently, guys, they really do care about this for some reason, as if though it will impact them in the slightest. But anyway, let's hear from this woman that you see on screen, guys, because as you will see as soon as I pull it down, the bar has been set, all right? Let's find out why, guys, and please like and subscribe.
Breaking news, everyone. A mediocre football player man has proposed to the most powerful woman on earth, and he has set the bar for all mediocre men for the rest of time.
Okay, pause it right there. First off, why is Taylor Swift the most powerful woman in the world? Like, if you're doing a power ranking of women, would you really put Taylor Swift at the top? Now, yes, she's influential and all that, but I don't know, just power ranking her first above Mother Mary, you know? I don't know, guys. But then she says mediocre man. Isn't her the fiance like a professional football player? I don't watch American football, but I'm presuming he's good, right? In order to be at the top and competing. Geez, I presume he's quite good. Now, don't get me wrong. I think this woman one-on-one will absolutely demolish him, even if he's wearing his sports attire, because she weighs 2 trucks and a half. All right, but so she will 1 versus 1 him easy peasy. But regardless, the guy has some merit, right? He must be a multi-millionaire. Is that what a mediocre man is? I don't know how tall he is. Probably like 6 foot something. Is that what a mediocre man is?
Because this mediocre man professed his love on a podcast after hand-making a friendship bracelet for said powerful woman, of which he tried to break in past her security team to give it to her, and then he spent 2 years wowing her in the most gentlemanly fashion, and then he let her announce her very big news on his teeny tiny podcast, of which she broke records for him. All of that has led up to a proposal, and now they are engaged, and women everywhere are ruined because this is now what we want. If he's not doing all of that stuff for me, I don't want it. I do not.
Sorry, I was muted. I was just fucking laughing, so I had to mute it. And then it turns out I was muted while I was speaking. But the point is, she thinks that she is the same level as Taylor Swift, guys. You know? Just equally as attractive as Taylor Swift, equally as famous. Everybody knows this woman, guys. Equally as rich as well, equally as influential, equally as talented in music, which, hey, you may doubt the talent of Taylor Swift. She may not be in your top 500 artists of all time, but still, leagues above this woman, right? I mean, not according to her, that is, because now that's what she wants, guys. She wants at the age of what, 40, 50, I don't even know, weighing 2 cars and a half to be just guys, to be pursued, to have dragons slayed for her. I mean, look, honestly, I don't care. I don't care if you increase your standards or if you lower them, because I don't even care about you and about other women in the first place to begin with. You can want, I don't know, for me to bring down the moon for you. I just don't care. You may want me to bring down the moon, the sun, and the Andromeda galaxy. I just don't care. Keep adding to that list, because I'm never gonna check it out, alright? You keep writing your little lists with 100 demands. We men don't care.
Want it. he will never get past the first round of the dating Hunger Games. So Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are engaged, and my love life is officially over because I am never going to settle for a man who does less than what Travis Kelce did for her. And so he has ruined everything. Congratulations, I guess. A man just walked past me recording this and looked at me weird.
Yeah, because you're fat and ugly. By the way, guys, I'm just checking how tall Travis Kelce is his name, the one who got engaged to Taylor Swift. He's 1.96 meters, all right, which in American freedom units, I think that's 6'3". You can go check it. I think that's how much it is. Your average man, right? It's just your average multi-millionaire, probably billionaire, 6'3" man that happens to be a professional athlete, right? And this fat ass over here is like, no, that's what I want. Oh my hell. This mic, by the way, guys, this mic that you're seeing on screen is not a miniature mic. This is a real life average size mic. It's just this woman is so big and so fat that it looks tiny, all right? And this is not a car. This is a plane that she is recording in. You know what plane? The one Taylor Swift uses to go to the bathroom, because she uses a plane to go everywhere. She uses, guys, when she gets married to Travis Scott, she'll walk down the aisle on a plane. Not many people know this, but I have some inside info. But guys, with that being said, this woman is so cringe, and whoever cares about Taylor Swift is also cringe. Like, oh, she got married. Like, it's also really pathetic because Taylor has been with like half the world. She has a song for like 90% of the population that she's been with, alright? She has like 7,000 songs talking about men. It's just pathetic to wife that up, to be honest with you guys. But look, I mean, I don't even care because, again, every high-profile marriage is just a contract of interests, all right? Taylor doesn't love this man and he doesn't love her neither. And it's like nobody in Hollywood or a high-profile person love each other. Nobody love each other. It's just a bunch of interests. They're trying to get interest from each other, and that's it, right? So, but these morons, guys. Bread and circuses, right? Well, this is their circus. This is, oh, Taylor got engaged. Oh wow, this is gonna change my life. Very pathetic. But with that being said, guys, the time has come. I cannot postpone this for any longer, guys. Granny Gertrude, for all of you, people have been asking, people have been missing her. Well, here you have her, guys, to see that I deliver. All right. When you marry for practical reasons, you will divorce for practical reasons. All right, Granny Gertrude, take it away.
So I've talked about how men get married mostly for practical reasons. And the reality is a lot of times women will get married for practical reasons too. Like, you know, you guys are aligned on what you want out of life, maybe religion, values, how you want to raise children, how many kids you want. And it just like, it makes sense. Like this is like, okay, we're going to be good partners together, and that's fine. You need to understand that to make a lifetime partnership work, there needs to be some sort of emotional component to it. If you're getting married really for practical reasons, you're going to get divorced for practical reasons too. It just makes sense. Once they have fulfilled the goals that you were hoping to achieve with this partnership, and there's nothing really there emotionally holding two people together if you're just there for practical reasons, the thing falls apart. And the thing is this, when it falls apart, people get mad. They get mad at each other. But if you're with each other for practical reasons, why are you mad? You got what you needed out of it, and now get out of it. But understand, it's going to fall apart. So if you are entering into a marriage because it makes sense, one day there's going to be a day that comes when a divorce makes sense too.
By the way, Ampu, don't run, all right? The TikTok is over. You don't need to flee. But, you know, I agree with what Granny Gertrude says. Everyone can agree, right? I don't know many people that are marrying for practical reasons. I know, maybe like some Indian family in a rural area that is still giving away their kids to marry each other. Maybe in that cases. Maybe in like 14th century England when they used to marry, you know, in between kings for political interest, right? But outside of that, in the modern world, not many people, at least in the West, marry without any emotional connection. So I don't know what she's talking about. She's probably talking about that one divorce she comes in her pocket with, because her husband basically got jaded away by her performance in the marriage, and he got all jaded and he stopped caring, and then they got divorced because of her, of course. Maybe she's talking about that. But most men, yeah, they get into relationships and marriages being emotionally attached, being emotionally connected. In fact, if you ask me, guys, it's women the ones who tend to break up relationships because of financial reasons, right? Or because of other selfish reasons that don't have to do necessarily with the emotional side of it, all right? But guys, with that being said, I'm just picking the rated articles because my dumbass forgot to pick them. So we'll just read. Actually, we have 2 of them, but I want to share a story with you. Now, you know what? We'll leave the story for another episode. Let's move on to our articles, guys. The story, Ampu, put down the fire. We're not gathering around the fire today. We'll do that maybe tomorrow. Now, let's read the articles, guys. I went to a singles dinner event and the conversation at my table was dominated by negativity toward men. Last night I went to a single dinner event in London. It was my 3rd one I have been to. Almost all the events I went to were really positive, and everyone I met at these other events have been overall really fun and chill. When I got there last night I was joined by 1 other guy and 3 ladies, so this is a man, I think. The start of the dinner was really fun and we talked about everything from jobs, pets and food. The drinks were flowing and the banter and light teasing had begun. I was not sure if I was 100% going to get any of these ladies' numbers, but I was more focused on having a good night. At one point, the other guy went to the toilet and I was left with the 3 women. One of them shared a funny story about a bad date, but then the conversation shifted and 2 of them started discussing negative experiences with men. I felt a bit thrown off, especially since it was a singles event and the tone became more focused on venting than on getting to know each other. One comment in particular was along the lines of, "All men are the same until proven otherwise, including you." I stayed neutral and didn't engage in that part of the conversation. The chat became almost all venting and I felt like it was hard to bring the chat back. I'm gonna pause it right here, guys, and I want you to think about how many options women have, right? The average woman has hundreds of options. So what the fuck does it tell you when they start sharing multiple negative experiences with men? What does it tell you, guys? What does it telegraph to you? Oh, let me get this fucking straight. So you're meaning to fucking tell me that you have, say, 100 options, which is lowballing it because women have way more than that through the years. But let's just say 100, right? And you're meaning to fucking tell me that out of 100 options, you went, say, with 10 men, and 9 of them happen to be bad? Holy motherfucking shit, I think I'm starting to see a fucking pattern. And sorry to cuss so much, but it is just stupidity gets to me, guys. It gets beneath my skin. I really can't tolerate stupidity. You harpies are all a bunch of morons, and you are the common denominator. You are the common denominator that is getting yourself into a shitty situation, alright, you retard? So there you go. It's like, guys, it's like if you can pick a place to eat out of the whole fucking city, and somehow you always end up in a place that the food is bad. Like, what are the odds? What are the odds, guys? You have the whole freaking town at your disposal with like thousands of places to visit, and you always choose the ones with bad food. Holy crap, guys. You know? I continue. We all have frustrating experiences on dates and with people, but bringing that negativity into a singles event and shutting others out to focus on it felt really wrong. Well, these women don't care, because again, they have 10,000 options. They don't care about you. When the other guy returned, the energy had already shifted, and we both ended up feeling a bit awkward for the rest of the night. Sorry. The night ended with the men heading to a bar afterward, as the women didn't want to continue socializing. I'm curious, has anyone else experienced situations like this at singles events? How do you handle it when the conversation shifts towards negativity? I'll tell you how I handle it. I look at them directly in the eyes and I'll tell them, "You're a moron. You are so retarded, I cannot even believe it. Like, you're stealing from my IQ just by being in front of me, you massive moron." And I'll basically explain to like a 3-year-old child why they are so stupid, and they still wouldn't get it because they are that stupid. These women are that stupid. They'll never get it. They are so retarded. So there you go. Right? Let's move on to the other one, guys. The dating market is over for me. Just venting. 28-year-old male. I've made a decision not to date for the next 5 years. Why 5? We're about to learn. After the last few years with different dating apps, I've met many women and it always ends the same. Meeting for weeks or months and then ghosting forever. Who do you think ghosts, guys? Is it the man or the woman? Put your bets on the table. I guess it might be my fault. I'm the kind of person who, if I don't see interest from the other side, I don't make the effort because I don't like chasing anyone. Or you should absolutely not chase when someone is ghosting you. Especially people who don't put in the effort either. Still, I have kind of a golden retriever personality. The last girl I met, after 3 months of seeing each other, the relationship started to cool down because with our work schedules we had little time to meet. But on her days off, she preferred to meet friends or do something else, which I understand, but if in 2-3 weeks you can't even find a date to grab a coffee, I'm not going to chase you. Yeah, you're being ghosted. Like, this guy frames it as though, oh, I ghosted her because we didn't see each other for 2 to 3 weeks. My dude, you've already been ghosted. You cannot ghost the ghost, alright? This woman already ghosted you when she chose like 50 other things instead of you. But okay, however you want to frame it. Always the same cycle. At first they do love bombing, saying no one has slept with them like that before, that I'm very attractive, that I have a nice body, etc. I was wondering, like, how is it possible that this man is talking about going on dates? He's mentioned a few dates, and there you have it. It's because he's very attractive and has a nice body. Oh, that riddles it, because most men don't go to like 2 fucking dates in a whole year. But anyway. And in the end, they just ignore me. Leave me hurt for a few months and I have to start over. I'm exhausted. In the end, you put so much effort into getting to know someone, and for what? Casual S3X without any real connection? It seems like they just use me to boost their ego. No. Wait a minute. You're getting it wrong. Because women on TikTok say that they want real love. You see, guys, this person simply doesn't get it. How could you say that they are using you to boost their ego, and that like 9 out of 10 women will dismiss you and they're just using you for attention? How is that possible when women on TikTok constantly complain about how they're hopeless romantics and they're looking for Prince Charming on a white horse? How are both those things possible, guys? You know, I'm starting to think that one of these two people is lying, alright? Either the guy is lying and making up this story and 50 million other men just like him, or I think that maybe women are not so honest about what they're looking for out of men. One of those two things, guys. Maybe the problem is that I have a crappy personality. I don't know. I'm an empathetic person. I like to make the other person feel good and comfortable. I'm not superficial, and I don't even enjoy S3X anymore. I think I actually despise it. It bores me. I have a similar experience, you know. Maybe I'm getting too personal here, guys, but let me know if you feel the same. I used to be quite enthusiastic about S3X and women, especially when I was younger. But now, guys, it's like I'm so tired of women. I'm just so tired of them. It's mental, right? I'm not like... I mean, I'm 4,000 years old, but I still have it in me, right? I still can pull out a baseball bat, if you know what I mean. The thing is the women just bore me so much. I'm so uninterested in them. Most of them are so annoying that it's mental. It's like a lot of stress, and you no longer are so excited about S3X. Well, I'm not particularly stressed. It's just that women are so boring. They're so dull. They are so annoying. And just knowing how empty they are, I know, it just feels as if though I will want to make S3X to a doll. The literal S3X doll. I don't know. Not that enthusiastic about it, you know? So I've kind of lost the desire. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can relate, guys. But there's my experience. Like, you women... are so bad. You're so low quality. I mean, not the ones watching, but women in general. They're so low quality that men who are by nature horny motherfuckers and by nature are willing to like cut off a hand to be with a woman. You've made this somehow, you've turned it around to men not being interested in you. The chase is not worth it. The juice is not worth the squeeze. Men are not interested to pursue you, even if it took a little amount of effort. I don't know how that is even possible. Would women somehow, who have managed to achieve it. Congratulations, ladies. Maybe if I were a continue a manipulative F-boy, it will be better for me and they will get hooked. Oh, absolutely. That's what women really do like. I also have female friends who end up in toxic relationships and are addicted to that. Classic as well. According to one of my friends, it's my fault because I don't control where they go, what they do, who they meet, excuse me, and women think I don't care about them. Maybe that's it. That's certainly one of the reasons why they lose respect for you. Or maybe it's just my subjective point of view and I'm just not good enough to have something serious. In the last 10 years, I haven't managed to have a girlfriend despite going out with dozens of women. That's why I've decided to uninstall. By the way, again, this is an attractive man. This is why he goes out with dozens of women. If you are the average man, you will probably have gone out with one or two, one of them being trans and the other overweight. But there you go. In 10 years, a dozen women. That's what like the attractive men get. A woman per year. That's what they get. And still no relationship because you can't make a wife out of a hoe. That's why I decided to uninstall all those apps and spend 5 years without meeting anyone. It makes me sad because I'm getting older and these years are critical if you want to find someone to build a future with. Holy crap, guys. Color me shocked. It's yet another man that wants a family, a future. He doesn't want to play games. He doesn't want to be an F-boy, even though he may be if he tried. He's the average man who wants a family. This is all the time, guys. Most men are like this. And you can see that all around. Just do a 360 right now and you'll see men who are just like this in the hundreds and in the thousands. Women like this, you don't find them beneath 30. You just don't find them beneath 30. And after they get over 30, they just like your wallet. They don't like the family. They don't want building. They don't like you. They just want the wallet, right? The retirement plan. I will really like just once in my life to have something real and live the experience. You just don't get that. It's the third day that we're covering an article of a man saying, dude, I just want to be fucking loved. Is it too much to ask? I just want a normal ass life like 99% of people, of men have lived and have had throughout history, you know? I just want the life that my grandpa and my dad had. Well, 2025, you don't get that. You'll fucking die alone if you're not one of those lucky men, one of 1,000 that manages to find a diamond among coal, right? You just don't get that. No, you don't get love. No, you don't get to live the experience. No, you don't get something real. Choose between being an F-boy that gets to F a lot of dirty, used up S3X dolls, or choose between being a monk and passing away alone. I feel like I still have love to give, but I have to accept that it will be impossible, at least for me. But don't worry, for most men as well. Focusing on my work, studies, sports, and career is the only thing left. Still, I can't help but compare myself with others and wonder how the hell they manage to have relationships. But don't worry, they're not gonna last, alright? I've been in relationships as well, and here I am. Most guys watching this have been in relationships and marriages, and here they are, right? Don't worry, these relationships will be broken up, women will cheat on them, or if the situation escalates to a marriage, then there's like a, what was it? 60% chance of divorce with 70% of women initiating them. Don't worry. Sooner or later, everyone seems to make it happen. I honestly don't understand. I just wanted to vent and read your thoughts for a while. Take care, have a good afternoon. Well, that's it, guys. Just focus on sports, focus on life. There's so many things outside of women, especially when you get used to it. It's like a diet, you know? It's very, very hard for the first few weeks, but then you get used to it and you no longer have a problem with it, right? Same as with women. Like, at a certain point, you get used to it. You're like, okay, they're all just a bunch of hoes, and it's just not gonna happen, right? And then you go focus on something else, and that's that. But this is the reason why men avoid dating. It's because they literally have no options. The reasons why women avoid serious dating is because even though they have options, they still choose to go for the ones that are unavailable and that are F-boys. And then they complain that they don't have options, even though they have hundreds of options, but they somehow always choose the bad ones. There's such a coincidence, guys. But we'll leave the video right here, guys. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to support the algorithm. And if you have, guys, a very big and fat wallet, You can donate $5 to support the channel and also get 50 videos in return if you need more desert. But now, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.